When a kid is struggling with learning and attention issues, like I was struggling with learning and attention issues when I was a kid, the easy answer is, well, why is this kid not learning to spell, or why is this kid having trouble, sitting still for long periods of time? Clearly, they're just not giving it their 100%. And so a teacher turns to that kid, or I remember teachers turning to me and saying, can you try a little harder to just focus here? Can you go home and try those, learn those spelling words? I know you can do a little bit better. I believe in you. I believe in you. That was the message, right? And I thought, okay, this teacher believes in me. And the resounding message I received was, why don't you just try harder to sit still? Why don't you just try harder to learn these words? And I thought to myself, well, maybe they're right. Maybe there's some capacity of trying harderness that I hadn't yet achieved. So I'd go home and I'd work that much harder. And what happened is, the harder I tried, actually the worse that I started doing, because was already at my capacity. And so the result of that message of try harder was worse grades, and I thought less of myself. Because now I had done exactly what I was told to do, giving it my 150%, and I had done worse. So the conclusion that I started making was, I must not be smart. And to operate off of I must not be smart is a harder place to start. So I think a lot of people try and ask kids to try harder. I like to ask kids to try smarter. And what that means is to change something about how we're approaching the kid. Like when I was a kid, let's learn how to spell the word cat, right? And at the time it was said, here's the word cat, C-A-T. Now memorize it, now I'm gonna ask you, how do you spell cat? And time again, I had no clue. My brain wasn't built to learn words that way. Trying smarter. We said, okay, we've tried this way 14 times. None of it seems to work. Let's try a different strategy. Cat has 3 sounds in it. Let's try and understand the sounds associated with those letters. So C, K, A, says A, T, T. And I could assemble the sounds, which is a different strategy, and suddenly I knew how to spell cat. That different strategy was the way I learned to read, and was the way I learned to spell. For me, that other strategy worked great. Am I an extraordinary, speller now? No, I'm not winning any spelling bees, but I can get by, and that's what mattered.